some kind of a training thing or something. And some fella, and I was checking the plane to go, and the guy come along and says, damn, and I told him in operations, another radio operation, that I want to fly this because I'm going home tomorrow and I need a couple hours to get flight paid for the month. I said, well, I'm here already, I'm going. So he walked away, and then he come back and he says, I'd really like to fly and get my flight paid for the month. I said, go ahead. I went back to the SAC. Pretty soon they came and woke me up. Asked me my name. They said, they want to see you at operations. I thought, oh, shoot. Here's where I lose my stripes for letting somebody fly in my place. So I walked in, and they said, who flew in that plane? And I said, what happened? Is, well, the plane crashed. They all got killed. I was back in the SAC.
Your lucky day, huh?
No, it wasn't my time. Twice that happened.
Twice it happened?
Twice.
Now, you told a story about coming back from a mission and going to the mess hall and the cook complaining about doing KP.
Yeah, we were in a long mission, long, cold mission, and we come back, we were cold, hungry, and this guy, he was mad because he had to stay late to feed us. And he stood there, and we said, hey, come on, fella, we want food, we're hungry, we've been on a long mission, we're hungry. Hey, don't you guys know it's tough working in a kitchen? He said to us. Nobody said a word, we just looked at him. He finally turned red as a beet and went back in the kitchen, never came back. Stupid.
Well, there were, the ground crews loaded a lot of bombs onto bombers during the war, and that was pretty dangerous work. Was there something that happened that you remember where there was an accident loading bombs?
Yes. Some of the trucks would come up to with bombs, and some of the bombs, they could kick them off the trucks. They weren't armed. Some of them, you had to carefully lay them down. Well, evidently the truck drivers didn't know what they had, and they started kicking some of these bombs, and they blew up the bomb dump.
Jeez.
Well, yeah, it ruined about, I don't know, 6 or 8 of our planes, and we were away on the other air base in our barracks, you know. So we got on our bicycles and we ran over there to see what the noise was, and there was a big hangar up there, and another big explosion, and the big hangar doors fell down. We did a 180-degree, went back to our barracks. We didn't want to see any more.
Did you fly with the same crew for all your missions?
Oh yeah, mostly yes.
Was your pilot promoted at some point out of the crew?
Oh, he was promoted to operations officer, and then they broke up our crew. We flew with different crews, and then when my missions were done, I was done.
So you flew as a replacement crew member after that then?
I flew with different crews,
Okay.
and then when my time was done, I was done.
Now, at some point, did your crew, or did you get transferred to another bomb group?
No.
No. And after you completed your missions, all the missions, did the Air Force offer you an opportunity to stay in the Air Force?
Yeah, they asked me if I wanted to go to Japan and bomb them, and I said, go to hell, I'm going home.
Do you remember when you left England? About?
When? No, I don't.
Was the war in Europe over already when you?
I think it was just about over, yeah.
Do you remember where you were on VE Day? Were you already back on your way back home, or?
VE Day, I was in Illinois.
Oh, so
I'm being discharged.
How did you get back to the States? Did you come back, did you fly back?
On the Liberty ship.
Do you remember the name of the ship?
We called it the Sea Scow. I don't know what it was.
How long did that take about? Do you remember?
I don't know, a week or so, I think.
Did you get seasick?
No. What
were the conditions like on the Liberty ship? Do you remember?
Conditions on the boat?
Yeah.
Not bad, crowded, but not bad.
What port did you come into?
Fort Dix, New Jersey.
And what were your duties at Fort Dix when you got there?
We didn't stay there long. From there, they sent me to out west. I forget the name. And then they sent me home for 2 weeks. And then they sent me back out west to that same camp. And then they sent me to New Jersey, and then they released me.
Do you remember how you celebrated VJ Day?
VJ?
Yeah.
Victory in Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was home. I was home, yeah.
Do you remember celebrating it, or?
Oh, absolutely. I went out and kissed all the girls.
What did you do after the war for a living?
I went back working at Ford Motor Company. And I didn't like that, so then I went into construction work.
Were you back at the Rouge plant again then?
Yeah.
So then you went into construction, so you're working outside?
Yeah, I liked that better.
Did you do that for the rest of your, the rest of your working life, or did you do something else after the construction?
Well, I worked construction until when? I don't know.
Okay.
Just I got into something else, and the next thing I know, I'm working in a office.
Well, that's probably easier than construction, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when you got married?
Do I remember?
What date, what year you got married? In the 50s?
You were born in 73? 53. 53, so I got married in about 50.
Okay. And then you remarried again later on, correct?
Later on, yeah.
Okay. What were your wives' names? What were your wives' names? Your first wife's name?
What was your mother's name?
Margaret?
Margaret, yeah. And this is Betty.
And how many children do you have? One son?
I wanted more, but we can't have any more children, and she married several times and threw out a couple more. I wanted a little girl so bad.
What's your son's name?
Keith?
And do you have any thoughts that you would like to pass on to the generation that's growing up now about your experiences during the war?
I just hope that wars are a thing of the past. They're terrible, terrible, terrible.
Do you have any other thoughts that you'd like to share at this time?
No. It's just too horrible.
Well, Mario, I want to thank you. I don't have any more questions. That concludes our interview.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.